has always attempted to immerse the audience into a particular world at a particular time.
Since I was a child, I've always loved a good story.
Not often, though, does a story seek to have two worlds be described and balanced against each other, let alone from two genres that, for many, could be seen as the antithesis of each other. Yet, Westworld strives to hold the Western up within the same microcosm as a sci-fi, resulting in a hybrid genre. Upon first impressions, the show seamlessly transitions between the chaos of the frontier and the sterile order of the futuristic headquarters in which the theme park is managed. But, when examined closer, this harmonic cohabitation is in fact flawed. There is a power struggle between the two genres as a result of their contrasting nature. This battle between the two genres has arguably led to each needing to redefine and challenge certain conventions in order to survive. Westworld has facilitated a new era for the hybrid Western sci-fi genre. But before we can really start thinking about which rules have and haven't been challenged, we need to know what the rules are to begin with. The science fiction and Western genres have had an extensive and illustrious past, on and off the television screen. The genres have undergone decades of mutation, hybridization, and general change in order to remain relevant and popular with the changing audience and social landscapes. But despite the many decades that each genre has had on TV, no one can really say just what does and does not define the science fiction and Western genres. There are narrow and broad definitions, but unfortunately, no one consensus exists due to the constant changes that they undergo. In his 2003 essay, The Origin of Genre, Paul Kincaid argued that science fiction is not one thing. Rather, it's any number of things. A future setting, a marvelous device, an ideal society, an alien creature, a twist in time, an interstellar journey, a satirical perspective, a particular approach to the matter of story. Whatever we are looking for when we look for science fiction, here more overt, here more subtle, which are braided together in an endless variety of combinations. The nature of the genre itself is primarily that of a reaction to the confines of contemporary living. It is one which constantly evolves with societal progression and technological advancement. Impossible scientific feats such as artificial intelligence and landing on the moon were once a far-fetched dream, only explored within shows like The Twilight Zone. However, these impossible dreams have now been met, and so science fiction literature, film and television now reaches further, daring to imagine what lies beyond a black hole or what undiscoverable mysteries still awaits us on Earth. Overall, what each of these definitions have in common is the genre's ability to challenge contemporary notions of what is normal, and to disassociate from our environments. The nature of science fiction is to challenge the familiar, and so, by combining it with the Western genre, you are not contradicting conventional sci-fi values. Rather, you are complementing them with an undercurrent of critical self-reflection. Westerns, on the other hand, are much easier to define. The genre is typically characterized by its use of binary oppositions to portray a struggle between the undeveloped frontier and the technologically growing Western civilization. Jim Keats's critical evaluation of the Western genre casts a light upon the idea that the genre is constantly portraying a struggle between two different ideas, positioning the Western hero between the nomadic and the settled, the savage and the cultured, and the masculine and the feminine. So, now that we have a better understanding of what defines these genres, how has Westworld gone about conforming or rewriting these rules?